major in tomorrow's final.
And now, please welcome the players for women's singles semifinals. The number 1 seed from USA, Beiwen Zhang.
And here she is, carrying the hopes of America.
And the number 6 seed from Denmark, Christophersen.
Just the second meeting, actually, between these two. I was quite surprised when I was checking the head-to-head last night. Thought they'd have played each other a lot more than that. Zhang won the only meeting just a couple of years ago in straight games at the High-Low Open. Only took half an hour, actually.
So black and white, what do you choose?
There is that
White
meeting.
for you, black for you. You on the toss. Serve or receive? You have to serve.
So the American wins the toss and chooses end. And she's got a little bit of unfinished business with this tournament. Twice she's got to the final. Both times been beaten. Desperately wants to win her home tournament. 34 now. Has been up inside the world's top 10, but that was a while ago, back in June of 2017. Born in China, of course, moved to Singapore when she was 13 and then to Las Vegas 12 years ago. Pan Am Games champion a couple of years ago, and 2 golds and 2 silvers at the Pan Am Championships, and 3 World Tour titles. First in 2018, then she won twice in 2023, including a Super 500. That was the Australia Open. And this week so far, plain sailing. That's a good win over Yvonne Lee of Germany in the quarters yesterday. Straight games and not even 40 minutes on court.
Yeah.
And her opponent, 25-year-old Alina Christophersen, down at 34 now, inside the top 20. Yes, she has been, but not for a while. October of 2022, that 17 ranking. Former European Junior champion, former World Junior silver medalist, actually. Runner-up in 4 World Tour events, never won one. Including there was a Super 300 display in Spain 4 years ago where she ended up getting to the final but couldn't get over the line. Won 4 international titles though, including one in Nantes last year. Was having a pretty poor year, truth to tell. Not past the round of 16 at any World Tour event until this one. Mohammed Hassan of Bangladesh is our umpire. And Arne Duet of Belgium is the service judge. Stand by then for the umpire player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Lene Christophersen, Denmark. And on my left, Beiwen Zhang, USA. Lene Christophersen to serve. Love all. Play.
So Christophersen getting us underway. Good judgment early on from the American.
Service over, 1 love.
That's a very encouraging point for Christophersen.
Service over, 1 all. Two, 1. Service over, 2 all. Service over, 3, 2.
Just
Service over,
rushed that a little bit, I think, Christophersen.
3 all. Service over,
Clearly contagious.
4, 3.
Heard the groan around the arena when Zhang netted that serve. Oh, that's super shot.
5, 3.
Oh, late decision to play that from Zhang, and that very rarely works.
6,
Showing good
3.
discipline here, though, Christophersen. You can see how low the shuttle was when she took that, Zhang. The
7,
mistake.
3.
So something of a surprising scoreline early on here.
Eight, 3.
Well,
9,
turned away in disgust
3.
when she netted that, Zhang. More like it.
Service over, 4, 9.
Just the wrong side of the line.
Service over, 10, 4.
Well, she was second favourite for much of that rally, the American.
5, 10. 5-10. Six, 10.
I think she was in two minds
11,
what to do with that, and in the end did nothing with it. So a 5-point lead, somewhat surprisingly, for the Dane against the top seed.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 6, play.
So can Chung find a way, fight back here?
Service over.
It's got to say,
7,
Christophersen looks
11.
very, very focused. And that rally was a good example
12,
of it.
7.
That's the best shot she's played so far.
Service over. 8,
Very
12.
high degree of difficulty too. Could be a confidence booster. Wide.
9, 12.
Oh, that was in.
Service over.
You could almost see the cogs
13,
whirring inside
9.
Jung's head there. She wondered whether to leave that or not, and she made the wrong decision.
Service over. 10, 13.
It's one of
11,
the few
13.
forced errors that she's made in this match. And Jung is fighting back.
Service over. 14, 11.
That's long.
15-11. It's okay. (15-11).
Just too many mistakes at the moment from the number 1 seed.
11.
Well, it needed something special at the end of it. I mean, she should have won the point about 20 shots earlier.
12-16.
Astonishing escapology from Christophersen.
Thank you. (12-16).
Almost an audible sigh of relief from Zhang as that dropped
16
beyond the back line. Just keeping themselves just about in touch here in this opening game. But Christophersen's certainly playing as well as I've seen her perform for a while.
Lynn Christopher challenges call out.
Well, finally, our colleagues at Hawkeye have got some employment. First challenge of the day in our 4th match. Not sure that Christophersen is going to have any joy with it, but look to be wide of the line. But the technology, as ever, will have the final say. It was a little closer than I thought, but out it was.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 14-16 play.
Too much on that from Zhang.
Service over. 17-14. (18-14).
As a reminder, flash photography will not be allowed during the tournament.
Well, Christophersen continues
19-14.
to put the top seed under intense pressure in almost every rally.
Service over 15-19.
Well, maybe she's not done with yet in this opening game. Shouldn't. Well, that landed in.
17-19.
Perfect. Perfect. Now then.
18,
test of
19.
Christophersen's character here. Having led pretty much from the start. She's got Zhang right on her shoulder now. No. She knew as soon as she hit it, she dragged it.
Service over.
So 2 game points for the Dane to take this
18.
opener. That'll work. She is challenging it, and she may as well. Nothing to lose, obviously, but unless this gets overturned, Christophersen will have the first game in the bag.
Line judge. Line judge.
Got enough for the line, and Christophersen does take the opener. 21-18, and a potential shock on the cards here in this second women's singles semi.
21-18. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Second game, love all, play.
Well, she's clearly got to step up her game here, Zhang. She's certainly capable of doing it. But to give Christophersen a due, she was excellent in that opener. Good value for taking it. Made it.
2-love. Service over. 1-2. Service over. 3-1.
Shot. She's produced a few wonderful winners in this match.
2-3.
The Dane. That was another example. It's not quite deep enough from Zhang. There is certainly a quiet confidence about Christophersen at the moment.
Service over. 4-3.
That's a delightful touch.
Service over. 4-all.
You could see that Zhang was back on her heels, and by the time she realised, it was way too late. Good reactions. And a smile to go with it.
5-4. Service over. 5-all. Service over. 6-5.
Just about. She didn't have to go anywhere near the line with it. It was a little bit too close for comfort. No harm done in the end. In fact, I did her a disservice. It was probably a metre short of the back line.
Seven, 6. What?
Complete mishit.
Service over. 7-all. Eight, 7.
I thought the previous shot from Christophersen might have been out as well.
Over. 8-all.
Zhang left that one. Almost matching each other shot for shot in this second game so far. Excellent deception.
9-8. Service over. 9-all.
Still too many errors
9
from the American, and that'll only serve to boost Christophersen's confidence. Can she get to the interval with a 2-point lead? cart because it's a wonderful net from Zhang.
10 all.
Does have the advantage though, 11-10 it is in Christophersen's favour at the mid-game break.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 10, play. Service over, 11 all.
No, just went for too much angle on that.
12, 11. Service over, 12 all. Service over, 13, 12.
Well, she'll take every bit of good fortune she can get at the moment. Beiwen Zhang, top seed, fighting for place in the final here, and that's landed just the wrong side. It was close.
14, 12. Fifteen, 12. Sixteen, 12. Dian?
So Zhang looks to have turned this second game around. That's a great shot. Set up with the two shots she played just before the winner.
13,
Isolating Zhang on that side of the court. And then with a turn of the wrist just inside the sideline.
Right, I'm good. Thirteen, 16.
Another fine touch by Christophersen. Zhang doing well to stay in the point. Well, she had a net cord go in her favour a couple of points
14,
ago. Say that it all evens itself out.
Thank you. Zhang, ready? 14-16. Service over, 17-14.
Quickly in for the kill on the backhand, Christophersen. And not going down without a fight here in the second game. Certainly keeping the top seed honest.
Service over, 18-15. Service over.
Collective groan
16,
around the auditorium
18.
when Zhang put that into the net, because she'd set the point up really well and just couldn't finish it. And she's still just giving Christophersen there a glimmer at 16-18.
Service over, 19-16.
Oh yes, stand and deliver, and 4 game points to level up here for the American.
16.
Just needed the one.
Game.
So we're on terms now.
Second game on by Beiwen Zhang, 21-16.
And we are all set for a decider.
All.
1 game all.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Final game, love all, play.
So who's going to hold their nerve here?
One love.
In this decider. You'd say psychologically Zhang would have the edge, having come from a game down. Misjudged that one.
Service over. 1-all.
Much more proactive that
Service over.
from Zhang.
2-1.
Probably had
1.
the rub of the green in the last game in a bit. Zhang, a few net cords that went her way.
4-1.
Just the start the top seed would have wanted in this decider.
5-1.
A couple of errors from her opponent, a couple of winners herself, and a little bit of daylight on the scoreboard early on in this game. Very late again. She got away with it somehow.
6-1. Zhang. Service over. 2-6.
Yeah, it's gone right off the board, hasn't she, Christophersen?
Service over.
At just the wrong time.
7-2.
It's giving further encouragement to Zhang.
8-2. Beiwen Zhang challenges call out.
So challenge here from Zhang. Called out. Keeping us on tenterhooks, Hawkeye. Here we go. Did it catch a piece of a line? It did, you know. The faintest
Correction
bit of the shuttle's cork just clipped the line.
9-2.
Great challenge.
Play.
Oh, stunning. It's amazing what confidence will do.
10-2.
So many errors in the first game from Zhang, and now it's like a different player.
Service over. Free 10.
It's going to be wide.
4-10.
So she's going to go for the mid-game break,
11-4,
Jung with a very healthy 7-point lead. 11-4.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 4, play.
Well, they
Service
needed
over.
some serious inspiration,
5,
the Dane. That was a good start.
11. Lin, do not shout to opponent. Yes.
Once again, misjudgment by Jung. Was going to leave
6,
that.
11.
And right at the last minute, decided she had to play it. Didn't do anything with it. Watch how late she plays this. It's probably knee height.
Fault. 7, 11.
So the first
8, 11.
4 points after the interval to the Dane.
Service over. 12, 8.
Could have gone either side, but she's missed it.
Beiwen Zhang challenges.
Well, she's
ball
challenging,
out.
but she didn't need to go anywhere near the line. Christophersen was just a sitting duck there, but the way that Christophersen gave it the fist pump, and she was obviously closest to it, I suspect tells you that the call was correct. Was welling. Well, sometimes players do that, try and fool the
13,
line judge a little
8.
bit. Anyhow, it was well in, and the lead's back to 5. Good pick up from Christophersen, but she was in trouble from the moment her lift was short.
14,
Just gave
8.
Jung the upper hand from that point in the rally.
Service over 9-14.
Just too much on that.
10-14.
Very
Service
subtle.
over 15-10. Sixteen, 10.
Couple of errors in quick succession have handed the initiative
10.
to the top seed here, and she's taking full advantage at the moment.
Service over 11-17. Twelve, 17.
That one was good.
Service over 18-12. Service over 13-18. Service over.
Well, you wouldn't say that
13.
the number one seed is sprinting towards the finish line, but she won't mind as long as she gets there. A couple of points away. And that was left incorrectly as well. She is challenging, however, and she was right last time, so let's see what Hawkeye makes of this. Called in. Call was good.
Challenge unsuccessful, one challenge remaining. Service over 14-19. Play.
It's long, and here are 6 match points for the American.
20, match point 14. Service over.
A nervous
15,
moment while
20.
Christophersen looked towards the line judge to see if he was going to extend his arms. He didn't. So one saved. Well, it was a somewhat disjointed performance from Zhang, but she did well, having dropped the opening game, to fight back. And in the end, the decider was pretty comfortable. So she is going to get a crack at finally winning her home tournament, having lost twice in the final.
Match on by
This is the final point of the match.
18-21, 21-16.
Christophersen just too many errors
15.
in that third game. So Zhang wins 18-21, 21-16, 21-15, 51 minutes, the match time. Coming up, a really attractive looking men's singles semi. Christophersen still inside the world's top 10 at 35 against Ayush Shetty of India. In a moment. Welcome back to Council Bluffs. Semi-final day here at the US Open, and we have reached match number 5. And we're going to see the top seed in the men's singles, Christophersen, so popular on tour, up against the number 4 seed, Ayush Shetty of India. That's the men's singles draw. We'll see Brian Yang later. The Canadian will be favourite to get to the final against Liao. But it's the top seed first. And he's just hugely popular wherever he goes.